everybody. Good evening. First thing I want to say is Happy Veterans Day. I think that everybody in America, whether they voice it or not, they are thankful for all of our veterans and what they have done for us over the years. So just a few shout outs, and I know I'm going to miss some, but these come to the front of my mind. Thank you, Matthew Morgan. Thank you, Tiffany and Eric Levine. Thank you to my grandpa, Billy Smith. Thank you, Amy Johnson. Thank you. Oh, Ted Moxley was another one that popped up. Thank you to all of our veterans out there. This is your day, so we appreciate you. So, a lot of you saw earlier, I got a new toy, and it is a, let me grab it here. It's a spiralizer. Whoops. And it has a very sharp blade, and you put your veggies on here and you spiralize them. You make little, I'm calling them Zoodles because I use zucchini and yellow squash. So they're Zoodles because they're kind of like noodles. So I have done a little bit of prep work here already. I chopped up poblano peppers and anaheim peppers, and I've already sauteed them, and I've got them over here in my pan. I also used frozen chicken breasts, and I have sliced those pretty thin, like fajita style cut, and I've got those sauteing right here as well. I've got my pan warming up for, let me turn this just a little bit. I've got my pan warming up for my Zoodles, but I want to show you a couple of things first, right? So whenever you're doing zucchini especially, they are very juicy. It's a juicy vegetable. See, here's my big old bowl, and I put it in a colander so that you salt it. I salted it a couple hours ago, and you drain it off. You put it in a double bowl, and I want to show you how much I've drained off, and this is the third time that I've dumped this bowl. So, you see all that juice? It's a lot of juice. You don't have to sweat them, but it really helps, and it makes your vegetables more crisp than soggy whenever you saute them, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and, where's my oil? Here we go. Got my pan hot, put a douse of olive oil, and I'm actually going to save some of these because this is a very large batch, but look how cool that is. Look at that. Tomorrow night I'm doing potatoes for Douglas. Okay, I'm going to put those in there. Oh, these are so cool. I had a handheld spiralizer, but it was like a lot of work. It made your forearm tired, and it took forever. So I'm gonna do that. I got this one. It was $14.99 at Walmart today, and I just thought, you know what, Mama needs a new toy. So, okay, let me check on my chicken because I think it's pretty much done. So what I'm gonna do with this is going to be my topping. It's going to be kind of like chicken Alfredo, but it's going to be Mexican style, okay? I'm going to go ahead and pull off my chicken. This chicken is very easy to overcook. So I'm going to put that on my plate over here. Okay. I'm going to turn down my heat. And I'm going to put a little bit of water in there because I want to scrape all of those brown drippings off of the pan. So that will help. Wish I had some broth open, but I don't. So I'm gonna scrape off the brown crusties off of the bottom of this pan. It's gonna be the starter of my sauce. Oops. And my sauce is something I'm just making up. I found some salsa that I had frozen, and I found it in my freezer. I had made a whole big batch of salsa not too long ago, and I had extra, so I just put it in the freezer. It freezes wonderfully. Look at that. I thought it awesome. So this is going to be a tomato-based sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and pour my salsa in here. Like I said, I'm going with the whole Mexican pepper, cilantro, salsa type theme with this. Okay. Whoops, my tongs. Oh, here we go. So, these are just sauteing up nicely. We're going to get a little bit another vegetable that I'm making that I love. I love this, and I'm probably in the minority here, but it's creamed spinach. And so I'm also going to put some jalapenos in here. So what I did, and I want to show you this too, is I thawed those cardboard boxes of frozen spinach. Okay. I just thawed it this afternoon. It's in here. You can see it still even has the shape of the square, right? So one thing about spinach too, it is very juicy. Okay, I want you to watch how much I drain off of this. Look at all of that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze it out. This is some cheesecloth. You can use paper towels, you can use coffee filters, you can even use a dish rag, but I had this in the drawer. So I am going to just dump that on here, and then I'm going to wrap it up like a hobo sack. Woo! Do you see all that? Look at all the, can you see all the juice? Squeeze, twist, twist. Look at all that. I mean, that's more than a cup. I guarantee you, a cup of fluid that if I was using it in a stew or a soup, it'd be fine, but I do not want my creamed spinach to be runny, soggy, or bleh. So, look at all of that. So after all is said and done, it squeezes down to about that much. And I promise, if you think that you don't like spinach because it's soggy and slimy, it's because they didn't drain it. They didn't squeeze off all of the extra fluid. Oh, my zoodles are coming along nicely. Gonna salt those a little bit and some pepper. Perfect. All right, now let's get my creamed spinach going. Same thing. That is one big ball, but that's okay. Get that going. Turn it up just a little bit. All right, my sauce. Let's talk about my sauce over here. So this is the start. And I've got my salsa in here. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. I want it to get boiling. I'm going to add my sauteed peppers in there. And you know what? I think I'm going to add some chicken broth ice cubes. Extra beef broth or chicken broth or bone broth that I make, I always freeze them in an old-fashioned ice cube tray and then pop them in a Ziploc baggie, and they are fabulous just for this reason. Whenever I need just a little bit of extra flavored fluids, it's already salted. Perfect. Use what you need. All right, my zoodles are looking fabulous. This is starting to boil. So, I'll tell you, the last thing that I'm going to do, let's get that going too. Yeah, it's on. Oh, Parmesan. Vegetables are always better with cheese. So I'm going to sprinkle some Parmesan cheese in there. And then I've got cream. Yeah, cream makes everything better too. All right. So that's going to be my creamed spinach. We're going to reduce that down. And I'm also going to add some garlic salt to this. Just give it a nice, good, woodsy flavor. I think that my zoodles are done. I think those are pretty much done for me. I'm going to turn off the heat. This is going. Some of my corn. then this is gonna be I'm gonna put the chicken in here in just a minute, and this is gonna be the sauce that goes over the zoodles. And I tell ya, that zoodle maker thing, Spirilizer, it was fun. Tatum, it was easy for Tatum to do, and it was easy for cleanup. I definitely think it was money well spent, for sure. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my sauteed chicken into my dish, because it's already cooked, so I don't wanna cook it more, but I do wanna warm it back up. There we go. Delicious. And I'm gonna add cream to that too, because I want it to be just a creamy, rich sauce. Yes, let's add a little bit more there. Garlic salt, let me pull that out. Just a sprinkle. We're good there. Oh yeah, doesn't that look good? Perfect. Oops, slopping. I do that sometimes. I messy cook. All right, we got this going on. I'm gonna cook that down. Let me add some shredded cheese to it. I think I need this much, but it doesn't hurt. Cheese makes everything better. And there we go. All right. And then last finishing touches, I've got some fresh chopped cilantro. Voila, beautiful. I'm gonna finish plating this up and reduce this down, make the cheese all melty, and then we will be ready. So I hope everyone has a great night. I know the OU game is fixing to start at 7 o'clock. So I did good by getting dinner done by 7. That was gold, because after that point, not much is gonna happen around the house here. And oh my gosh, look at this. Can you guys see this? It looks so awesome. Let me take this off. Look at that. My steam is probably gonna, isn't that lovely? And there is my zoodles. And here's my spinach. And then I've got a can of corn over here for the naysayers. So anyways, well, I hope you guys have a great night, and I hope you got some tips out of this. And if you have any questions or anything, you just let me know. Otherwise, we will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.